Hello, these are 3 tips and tricks about MyLab and mastering deep integration in Canvas. And these are 3 tricks that Canvas likes to play, or not Canvas, 3 tricks that MyLab and mastering like to play on Canvas users and how you can combat them. First off, trick number 1 that mastering in MyLabs likes to play on us, even though we set up grade syncing so that grades will automatically sync over, it's not automatic. It takes sometimes upwards of like an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 6 hours for grades to copy over, which means students will be emailing you saying, hey, I just finished the homework and my grade is still like a 2 out of 25. Don't you worry, tell them, hey, give it a few more hours, and if the grade doesn't change, let me know. And then if it doesn't change and there's something going wrong, you can come in here and hit it, sync grades now, and that will automatically sync the grades. But students will learn after a while that it'll just take a little bit more time because the grades seem to copy over or port over in batches. Okay, so that's the first thing that MyLab and Mastering likes, the trick that it likes to play on you. The second trick that MyLab and Mastering like to play on us is when new assignments, when you make a new assignment in MyLab or Mastering and it is showing up in Canvas, it goes to a specific spot in the assignments area. And let me show you in the assignments area. This can be a problem if you grade by percentages, weighted percentages. In this assignments area, I'm just going to close all the groupings. If you grade by weighted percentages, you have your assignments sorted out in the different weighted groups. Now, when a new assignment from MyLab or Mastering comes in, it always goes to the top, not module, but top group here. And so make sure that your MyLab and Mastering assignments are always at the top here. Don't ever pull it down anywhere because otherwise they won't go, they'll go into the other top group. So make sure that you always have the MyLab and Mastering group up top so that you don't have any students getting really unhappy with you later in the quarter when you have to start rearranging the assignments in the groups, and of course their grades will change. So be careful about that. Okay, so that was the second thing. The third thing is that the time zone for your MyLab and Mastering, it never asks the time zone. You'd think it already had set it up properly, but that's not always the case. Let me show you. So the time zone is something you need to go in and double check that it's correct. So go into MyLab and Mastering and you open that and you pull up your course. Go over to, to Manage Course, and then click Additional Course Settings here. After you click Additional Course Settings, and it loads, make sure your time zone is set to actually our time zone of Green River College, which is definitely not in New York. We should be here with Los Angeles at -7 hours of UTC. So make sure you save that setting, because otherwise students will be like, hey, I'm doing homework and it's saying I'm late, but I'm not late. You got to make sure you set that time zone every single time. Okay, so those are the 3 tricks that MyLab and Mastering like to play on us Canvas users. So I hope that helps, that we looked at how long it takes for grade syncs to port over, where assignments come into when they go into the assignments area on Canvas, and also make sure your time zone is right. I hope that helps.